Leave them be. Suppress a society. So we have no way of defending against German invasion now. Hopefully the British, or the Brazilian Navy can hold them off for a little bit. We're going to take this, and we should have rolling war score by now. I'm going to check right after I get some increased relations. I just increased with Egypt because I'd like to sphere them there. That'd be nice. Are we sphering anyone else? No. We're not working on anyone else, so Egypt might as well for the Suez Canal. Austria, sure. And that's good. And let's play. We have 5%. We have 83%. We don't get too much daily, but we currently have 0.5% from that. It just went up. Okay. 6%. This might take a while, so. How many German? There's one Danish ship. I should increase with Sweden, actually. That's nice. Right. Because if I'm going to have a foothold over here, I might want Sweden as an ally. There, we conquered that. We should have 100%, right? Yes. What we're going to do, we're going to leave those men there. We're going to put these men on a level 2 island, or whatever this is. They're just transports. Louisiana. Let's check this real quick. They have 1,000 aristocrats and 100 capitalists, so 1,100, or craftsmen and laborers. They have 5,000 laborers, so let's not do the laborers, let's do the aristocrats and capitalists. Because it's less people. Now, can you not be so slow, guys? I'm going to send these over to here. Looks like the Brazilian Navy has actually got it under control. What is that? That's a Danish island. They're taking it. Wow. Love you guys. It looks like Germany has no navy, actually. Or they're on their way to attack us. They snuck one through. But it looks like they might not actually have a navy, because we'll see. And we can't see all this dark area because it's held by the fog of war, I guess is what it's called. We're going to keep our men here just to protect that land. I mean, of course, the Brazilian Navy looks like they have it under control, but we're here just to make sure. And I'm fast-forwarding just to try and increase the time. Inventions, the Flagstaff War. The Japanese fear. Oh, Neptune discovered. The Prussian astronomer Johann Gottfried Galle announced this week the discovery of the planet Neptune after observations of orbit perturbation of the planet Uranus predicted by Leverrier. And rise of Spain, war between Egypt and the Ottomans. That happens all the time. And I'll also send these, though they have almost no strength. I'll send these guys over to our base here. Move these guys over to somewhere over here. Is there a base anywhere here? There must be. Whatever. Kentucky. Kentucky. Okay. Aristocrats and capitalists in Kentucky. 1,400 aristocrats and 200 capitalists, so 1,700 total, or craftsmen in Paducah. craftsmen and laborers in Paducah. Three craftsmen total, and how many laborers? Absolutely none, so we'll go with that. We're just sending our ships over there at this point. Let's just... We have a couple more being made, so let's make this the... Or not that. The naval meeting point instead of Norfolk, just for now. The Sabine. You actually shouldn't be retreating so soon, so... Okay, you're not. You're not suffering from attrition too badly right now. Oh, actually, that's terribly smart. Knights of the Golden Circle. We can actually leave them. Oh, they're building a navy fast. Or, what? Peacemaker. In Cooperstown, near New York, the first public ball game took place. The New York Knickerbockers lost to the New York Nine, 1-23. Peacemaker gained prestige. I have no idea where the German Navy just went. They just, like, slowly dissipated one by one. There's no way out of that little... The Gulf of Bothnia, the Gulf of Finland, and the southern Baltic Sea. There's no way out of that. So, we kind of have that under control. How's our war score looking? 8%? How fast is this thing? Pretty slow. Will they accept peace? Scientists in our country have discovered social conscience. Social conscience is motivation deriving logically from ethical or moral principles that govern a society as well as individuals' thoughts and actions. Philosophy and suppression efficiency. The United States Congress founded the Smithsonian Institution, which reports directly to the President. Its goals were and remain the support of research and expeditions, as well as the popularization of science. There are more things in the heavens and the earth. Actually, I've been to the Smithsonian once, a couple of the museums there, like only like 3 of the 20 they have, but it's a really nice place. Really awesome experience to go to Washington, D.C. as well. President, we have successfully raised the relations between us and Sweden. Our relation increased by 15 to 30. Muzzle-loaded rifles, which allows engineer construction. Great. Now, honestly, since we're in the second half of this, I think I'm probably just going to carry this over into next episode. So, if we're in a second episode from the last one, I apologize. Hope it's alright. I'm just going to finish this war regardless. We can sphere Egypt. Oh, muzzle. Oh, I need to set another research. I'll set one of these ones, because state and governments. Cheap iron. Oh, mechanical production is good, because it has a lot of technologies. Muzzle-loaded rifle armament, which increases everyone's attack and increases their supply consumption. Traditionalism is the doctrine that all knowledge is transmitted through the common sense of the people, and that this knowledge that the people should bear be the foundation of society. It fiercely rejects rationalism, which it views as a hazardous and counterproductive view of societal transformation. Consciousness and non-colonial, negative 0.01. That's good. We can increase our sphere in Egypt. Increase opinion. And I saw something that another YouTuber did that actually made a lot of sense. When you have 100, if you want to, it still dedicates stuff to this, so you can just decrease opinion of the other great powers. In this case, Spain. Britain. Spain. And we just keep decreasing their stuff. We can play. Decrease opinion of... I know I paused immediately again, but I'm just trying to focus, sorry. Brazil. Decrease opinion of Brazil. Or Spain, whatever. focus all of our power in Mexico, who is actually only neutral. So we're beating them already. We're about the same level as the United Kingdom, though. So our navy here is looking very low, so we're going to send them back here. And these guys, who are all looking very high, are going to go take their place. That dozen ships. So, unfortunately, I guess this has been a productive episode, or episodes. Our entire navy died that I was planning to protect India. Oh no, they're getting out. Thank goodness, our guys got there just in time to stop them. They thought we left, so they took that opportunity to book it. Tennessee, or in Nashville. There we go. All of Tennessee has 0 aristocrats and 200 capitalists, but Nashville has... What? Oh, I didn't choose all of Tennessee, I guess. I have no idea. Maybe I chose Virginia? I don't know. Tennessee has 2,000 aristocrats and 200 capitalists. So 2,400 people, and all the aristocrats reside in Nashville. That's funny. Or no craftsmen at all, and no laborers. So yeah, Nashville. I guess Nashville is the capital, so it's like all the fancy rich people. How every single aristocrat lives there. New political party, Free Soil Party. Don't know what that is. I think it dies in a couple years. If I remember correctly, it's the same as the the Liberal Party. Pretty much. Except it's anti-military, which sucks. So, yeah. There's that. How are reactionary things doing? They're fine. Iceland, Washington for soldiers, which I should actually be doing. Individualism. Belief of the importance of the individual and the virtue of self-reliance and personal independence. This doctrine also states that the government should not interfere in commercial affairs. Now things are picking back up because the Germans can't even escape. So if we can just wait until we get 50 or 100 war score, we're set. I should be working on another army, though. I can support another 11 brigades, so... Those guys sit there. Philadelphia. How many are... They're actually all Yankees. That's nice. So let's build four of these guys. Boston, Rochester, Erie, Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, Scranton. We're going to build our first engineer. Build some cuirassiers in Williamsport and Harrisburg. We can build 2 more. Let's just build another infantry in Burlington, I suppose. There we go. We have a whole nother army now. Actually, let's take that Burlington build back. Or the Boston. Take that back, rather. Build army, Boston. Let's make it another cannon. Which means still in Pittsburgh we could build another infantry. Let's just do that, lol. Wickedness must be stamped out. And how's our war score looking? 13%. Not very good, but not terrible either. Where are we looking now? Texas. Okay. Move that out of the way. Nope. Wrong thing. Texas has a total of 0 aristocrats and 100 capitalists. And craftsmen and laborers, they have a bunch of laborers, 1,000 laborers, so, okay. 1,000 plus, so, there we go. Railroads have been built. United Kingdom, discrediting people. Our Navy has engaged a hostile fleet. That's from earlier this year, though. We have more important concerns. We're still playing on the fastest speed, 5, just to end this war as soon as possible, because... Actually, how's our attrition doing? They're doing okay. They're not doing too bad. And while, since our fleet is doing okay, let's actually split them up and get a border bonus for surrounding Denmark. Suppress society. Let's just get the border bonus for occupying all waters. I didn't want both to go there. At least Denmark we're surrounding. See, the blockade bonus is pretty good. We can increase relations with Egypt. I suppose we can do that. But back to the great powers for the most part. Except the UK, because we're going to fight them in ruthless, bloody wars. If I could increase with Germany, I would. The German Federation. But I can't. Wickedness must be stamped out. Let's increase with Portugal just because we can. And that'll be it for this round. Humiliate Casus Belli on the Ottomans. Sorry, I'm in the middle of a war, so no. Navally speaking, we've got things under control. See, they built a fleet there. Probably a... Oh wow, our ships are much bigger. So that's like a transport ship or something. Play again. Jeez. Can't believe this. I had hoped to pack this all into one episode, but obviously not. Where are they sailing? In Kattegat. On October 7th. Well, how about we go aid our buddies in Kattegat and crush the Germans? Ooh, baby! Let's enter this battle now that they're losing. One guy's retreating. A man of war. They have a frigate. Yeah, they're all just attack ships. They haven't... Oh, they killed one of our ships. The Mohawk. Let's move our second guy there just to make sure. A dry spell in one of our colonies has caused friction between colonial officials and locals. The lion's share of the reservoired water area. I love how they say the lions, like they assume it's Africa, but it's really America. Divert more water to local farms. It's been diverted to colonial factories and plantations, leaving many local smallholders with insufficient water for irrigation. As the days turn into weeks, tensions continue to rise. Diverting more water to local farms is an option, but might be viewed internationally as a sign of weakness. So our options: divert more water to local farms, lose 5 prestige, and that's in Kansas. The effects: the rain will fall sooner or later. They still gain 5 pop militancy, but they still get the same things. So the farming efficiency and pop militancy, or we best save even more water should this situation persist. Which, oh, they have pop militancy is less? Sure, let's do that. Oh no, 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 no. Put those guys back there right now. That's a distraction. And we still won. Let's hope they're retreating. Is going to Lucas von Boy, is going to Aalborg. Where's Aalborg? A Aalborg. Is that this? Oh, that's the German port. Okay. We beat the guy who would run out of there as soon as we moved. It hit me at the last second. Now that we've been in conflict with these guys, we need to retreat. Yeah. So we're going to send these reinforcements to back them up. I think that's all of our other ships, actually. I think they all formed. We want them to go get there. As soon as they do, I'll have these guys replace them. They will arrive where? They're coming. I can see the shadow getting less. And I hear the troops being built, which is very nice. Railroads. Excuse me. Conservative Party. Elections. As long as the Democrats win, I don't care. Like, realistically, I do not want the Liberals to win. You guys get here, heal up. And even you, I think, should probably heal up. Actually, is that a level 2 port? I don't think it is. So, okay. We'll split you up into a couple. th Fleet has 4. And 10th Fleet has 4 also. So we'll just do this. Actually, we'll do that. Interventionalism, yes. Actually, let's do state capitalism, because we kind of want the Southern Democrats to get in. Just because, ooh, they have their ships there. This guy had the bonus, that's why I was saying it. Let's split them up anyways, just because. So we can hold over their capital. Split these. We need to limit their citizenship. And so there we go. We're completely on point. 20%. Acquire Iceland and Greenland. Will they accept a treaty yet? Or a truce? That's rubbish. We're not British, thanks. State capitalists, I guess. Because they're all pretty much tied. Let's go interventionalism because... Oh, we can't. That's a... Okay. Derp. German... They will not accept that offer, even though... See the number right next to acquire Iceland and Greenland? That's how much war score it costs. You can only have up to 100 in any war. The max you can have is 100. Max you can have is 100 in any war, from as many war goals as you have. That's also war score in the top right can only go up to 100. So, you know, but the war cost is 15, and I have 21 war score, so it makes no sense that they won't accept. But I don't know, I have enough to send them one. Maybe they'll accept, probably not. Yeah. As John Joseph Hughes, as Bishop and later Archbishop of New York from 1842 to 1862, Hughes would work tirelessly to integrate Roman Catholics, particularly newly arrived immigrant Catholics, into the fabric of American society, while at the same time ensuring that the institutions and assets of the Catholic Church remained firmly under the control of the Catholic hierarchy. An extraordinary man. All Catholics will gain one consciousness. Apparently it's not a lot. We only gained 0.2 consciousness, 0.02. Well, I wanted to just make one little long episode about this. I think we're actually going to have to make a, like 3 or 4 episode total. Since whenever things in the bottom right, the voter issues, that's how many, like the actual voters, that's what they'd vote for, that's what they like. When it's tied up like that, I usually just go for the one I like interventionalism in this case, because it's the Democrats that like that. I would vote state capitalism for Southern Democrats, but the reality is they'd never win an election based on just me choosing these things, so... Oh, there are no state capitalists in here, so... Oh, they're about 33%, so I don't want to make anyone mad. Mechanical production. Cheap iron. Culture. Let's do Research points. Is there any that have a major population that want it? Ooh, non-secret ballots, 11%. But let's just hold off on that for a while. And I'm actually thinking about invading Denmark itself, but I mean, there's 60 German troops sitting like right next to it. There's no way I could get away with that alive, unless we can attack Copenhagen and they can't move off of the island. That would be good for us. Checking their electricity, their whatever it's called, exhaustion. Free trade, and yeah, everybody wants free trade. For those, I usually just let the chips fall where they may. Oh wait, the Germans are getting their butts kicked. Lol. They just got wrecked. Even Man of War, they just got wrecked somehow. They must have been rolling good dice. That's the guy with +2 attack though, so maybe. For these, jingoism never gets very much, so I always choose pro-military. Germans just got destroyed there. Good to see. 2 ships remaining. They're probably going back to port. We can increase relations with Egypt. We might actually be going into a 3rd episode. That's probably the case, guys. I can't stop. Limited citizenship. Honestly and truly, this is what I was thinking about doing for any more Victoria 2 games after this series. There we go, Democrats won. And I can take the loyalty off of these. The reactive loyalty. Where do I see that? Here. Let's actually increase capital, or craftsmen. American New England has like a couple unemployed craftsmen. There's a factory there and it's full to the brim. But there are only 8 unemployed. So what I'd like to do, encourage craftsmen there, and back in the... Oh, and DC needs a lot of craftsmen as well. Subsidize all factories. There we go. Germany offered a peace. Is this what we wanted to see? That's it, guys. We finally did it. 22% war score. 12 of it from holding Iceland. On July 12th, 1849, I declare the state of Denmark and Iceland in the name of the United States of America. The war against Germany and Denmark won by the United States and her South American allies. Acquire Iceland and Greenland. That feels too good to be true. But we just did it. Probably, I think that last battle probably had a lot to do with it. And what are we waiting for? Let's bring all of our troops back to Iceland. All of our capital ships, at least. Let's pick up our troops and go home. We don't have to worry about them until 1853 or so, until the treaty ends. When it does, then we might have to worry a little bit, because they might try and come back for it when we're at our weakest point. So, what we're just going to do here, we're taking our troops home. After a long, hard war. Is it in the newspaper? I hope it is. Actually, let's slow this down again. The Luxembourgian fear. After a long and hard fought war, we have defeated our enemies, Denmark and the German Empire, and have gained Denmark and or the Danish, and we have gained Iceland and Greenland in return. I have absolutely no clue why this is called American Denmark, really. It should have been like just American Iceland or something, right? This is Iceland and this is Greenland? Oh no, vice versa. American Greenland. Should have been called that, but it's not a state. It's still a place in the sun for us, a province. It has nowhere near enough, and our culture, all Icelandic and Inuit. See, they have a lot of militancy for some reason, but... Oh, they have 18,000 people. Didn't know that. They all live in Iceland, and that's why. 15,000 of them live in Iceland. And they're all Icelandic, so... But over time, I think that'll change, because I believe Iceland is considered the Americas, so immigration should be at a peak point. Since there are so many people here, let's drop our ships off on this island, actually, or our troops off here for now. And that's just its own province. This is part of... The Faroe Islands are part of Iceland. Well, they're all part of Iceland and Greenland, I forgot. That's the only... That's the live base we have. So let's expand it for $17,000. Railroad, expand. Fort, expand. We definitely want to expand forts on these islands, because they're going to be less monitored than others. Let's build a fort here. I don't know what good a railroad does on a tiny island like that, but we'll build it. Expand the fort across the entire thing. It costs $7,000 per thing, but we have... It costs $7,000 per fort, but we have $400,000, so it's okay. Precision work meant producing very small part by a new method. These parts could now be used in very fine mechanisms that increase the complexity in production, allows machine part factories, and activate machine parts. Mechanical precision saw. When the timber had been cut down, this saw was an important vehicle to make planks with an ever-increasing speed, and timber production output goes up. That's very good. So we want to increase, actually, just railroads across the whole state, and then a fort in every province. Yeah, we just spent about probably like $50,000, but it's worth it. We just have to be very careful in 5 years and hope the Germans don't attack us for it. We're going to leave our ships here for now. And with that, guys, I'm going to call this a pair of episodes after I increase my relations. I had a completely different idea for this episode, but alas, fate happened, and here we are. I'm going to increase relation with Germany again. We're still relatively high. It was just a war over their sphereling, and we have no reason to attack them now anymore. That's part of Britain. So yeah, we can increase relations with Germany again and the other European world powers. I am so glad that my on-the-spot strategy of blocking them in here worked in the southern Baltic Sea, because if they had gotten troop transports and taken their massive army over to the United States coast, we would have been toast. I knew that. But I figured if we could block their navy in here in the southern Baltic Sea, they wouldn't be able to get their troops out, and we'd just wait for the war score. And also, they apparently have a terrible navy. I didn't know that. I didn't know what their navy was like, but they apparently have a bad navy, because we crushed every ship that went through there. So, because if we hadn't gotten more troops up there for attrition, because of those ship attritions, we probably could have died. I increased with them. How are our relations with the Netherlands? Might as well. So yeah, guys, we're at the beginning of 1850. Prices rise, the Dutch fear. I did want to open factories, but I can't yet. I can increase people in Virginia, though. Craftsmen. because we definitely need ship parts more than the other thing, furniture or whatever. So, with our new, slightly, I don't know if it's improved, I kind of built all those frigates just on the fly, and we lost our whole mother fleet. But we have 40 ships now. Oh, whoops, I included the 8 transport fleets, but oh well. I guess we'll have to reorganize our navy a second time, and then next episode I can do what I wanted to do, which is start war with Britain. Yay! Don't worry, I promise I'll get to it next episode. I was going into infamy. We don't have any because we got a free event, an event that gave us the infamy, but just a little word of advice. Look at a little New Brunswick over there. And our navy's at full size pretty much, except, well, not the navy, the army is. And we can mobilize some troops, we got some more techs. And we can lower our wartime taxes. Lower the middle class to 85, actually. And the rich to that. Tariffs down. Oh, gosh. Let's keep tariffs at 5%, 6%. Reduce our naval fees down to 80, or 50%. 50's fine. We still make plenty of money. I'll leave these taxes up here for a little while. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed these episodes. I'm definitely going to have to split it into 2, but 2 45-minute episodes, I think. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave me a comment. Let me know if this was a better format for it. If the episode gets too long, I just split it in half and upload them separately, because I don't like making these episodes too long, because I know people don't like watching them, but the proper side of me doesn't like making an episode like correctly for 45 minutes and giving an intro and outro and then, you know, ending up having to cut them up and upload them where it's not professional looking. But I think I'm going to cut them up anyways, just because it's easier for all of you to watch. And I hope that's okay. I hope you guys understand. And I was thinking of doing that overall with Victoria 2 from now on. Just like recording without really giving an intro or outro, because I don't know where they'll end, but just going and doing that and playing through it without having to give all this stuff. And I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. Britain still has not given us caribou yet. I'm actually very surprised by that. We have good relations. Oh, no, we don't. We might have to increase relations, and then we'll get caribou. But anyways, until next time, guys, we now have American Denmark and American Iceland. Even though that's Greenland, technically. It's called American Denmark. So, congrats. GG to us. I thank you all for watching. I hope you have a good week, a good weekend. I think I'll upload this sometime soon, so it might be the weekend. And I will see you later. Goodbye.